Hello friends, Ernie here. Today I'm going to be going over a Warlock replay. The notes a person had going into the game was that their Wraith King was new to the game, and so was their Storm, and they had to play accordingly. So they're going to be mostly coaching their friends on how to play the game. Warlock is kind of a very boring hero. He doesn't really do much, kind of sits back, throws out like a few spells, and dies. So we'll talk a bit about itemization and proper playstyle, primarily in the laning stage, and then how you want to be playing the super generic team fight or like play the map as Warlock. So itemization, first off, these items are super fucking greedy. Like I like how you went Glimmer Cape first, but the best way to deal with the Ricky is a Force Staff because you use Force Staff out of the smoke screen, and you guys have none. I'm going to assume, right? Yeah. Because you didn't go Force Staff, it kind of hurts. Here, Storm Spirit does not seem very new. Okay, he's not new. I guess just this guy's new. Big Venice. Because Storm Spirit has to be very mindful of how Ricky is going to be playing around him, you kind of want to Force Staff to help alleviate that. Because Ricky can just buy Dust, right? And that kind of negates your Glimmer Cape. But if you buy a Force Staff, it either forces him into a Nullifier, or he just accepts the fact that his smoke screen's never going to threaten Storm. But because you didn't have a Force Staff, it kind of forces your Storm Spirit into a second on BKB, which never feels good when they have no instant disables. They have Ricky Silence, which is countered by Force, Shackle, which is Projectile, Echo Sump, which is Channeled, Cast Projectile. It doesn't feel very good to go second on BKB on Storm in this game. Ideally, you want like an Orchid, like a Shiva's, or Hex, or something like that. But also, he could go for a second on BKB if he wants to be more aggressive on the map. But if that's the case, then like committing all your BKB charges to play on the map doesn't feel very good either. So get a Force Staff, just push people out of the Wrecky Cloud. Same idea with Clockworks, Ursa's. Who else is good against? Huskars, Earthshakers, Nature's Prophets, Coddles, all those type of heroes. Like heroes that want to lock down on you and kind of stop you from moving after their initial jump. They're not very good against Force Staff. They don't have that second jump. Ricky has that second jump, but he wants to be playing off of the smoke cloud where you can't fight back. Once you're out of the smoke cloud, where you no longer have the mischance and the movement slow and the silence, you just fight back on Ricky and he's scared and runs away, or jerks the trades or whatever. Then the Aghanims, I also very dislike Aghanims on War. I just think that item takes way too long to come online for a hero that already has very bad timing issues. It's okay here if they give you the time to farm it, like your team gives you the space and the enemy gives you the time, you may as well go for it. It makes your ultimate way better. But going as Egg Refresher build kind of limits what your hero can do. Because again, you haven't solved any of the issues. You kind of just die if you get jumped because they just instantly blow you up with Ricky Basher, assuming he's half decent, and kills you in a Diffusal Smoke Cloud combo. You kind of just die, right? And although you get one Golem off after you're level 20, you don't get 4 that you've spent 10k gold on. Talent, I'll take a quick look. That's fine. That's fine. Good. Get 20. Okay. Kind of straightforward. Yeah, like the reason why Warlock, just to go over why I'm not a fan of the hero and why most high-ranking players aren't, is because the hero kind of just doesn't do anything. He has a very one-dimensional playstyle in how you play the laning phase. You sit behind your core and you spam your Shadow Word on them, and then the way you play the map is you sit behind your cores, and if they get jumped, you just ult on top of them and save them, and you force the fight off of that. It's like very bad. The hero offers no split push. He offers no instant disable. Very poor in lane. Like a whole lot of things just don't really add up to him being a very strong hero right now. Going into lane though, I do not like the South purchase. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Wraithking has one himself. So you aren't going to be taking any damage, right? If you're the Warlock, you just want to be spamming your heal onto your Wraith King who's going to be taking the damage for you. So wouldn't buying double clarity or like a clarity manga or something like that, like some form of allowing you to heal him more consistently, be better? It's a lot cheaper to buy, or like, it's not a lot cheaper. It's more effective to buy that much extra mana regen because you might get like 2 salves worth of health off of that much spamming from your Shadow Word, depending on what items you buy. So you just buy those instead of salve when you keep him up higher. It's not like you're gonna be trading hits enough, like trading a lot of hits and popping a salve on yourself or anything. You're not gonna trade hits with Wind Ranger or Witch Doctor. They'll shit on you. That's what those 2 heroes do. One of them amplifies the damage you take, and one of them has 100% evasion, so you can't trade hits. I would be very careful on how you approach lane. It was very awkward for you to just walk out into the wave like that. Because then you drew a creep bagger and you kind of fucked it. Because he's pulling for you. Huh. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Now that you have a double wave here, because you the wave pushed into your tier 1, which is going to happen, it's fine to do that. You need to find some sort of way to pull the lane back. Either you and Wraithking have to hard commit into pushing this lane into their tier 1 right now, or you pull the hard camp, or you go pull the small camp again. Try to offset the lane. So you have to do something to alleviate the lane pushing in too far. What you should be looking to do is use a tango right there, break this tree so you can pull the hard camp. But you do have a ward scouting, and you do know for a fact this hard camp is blocked. You want to call out a sentry and deward that right away. Wraith King really utilizes the hard camp here, so you want to have this unblocked. If it's blocked, although they can't pull, it also slows down your Wraith King's game. Some games not like that. Sometimes it's you want the hard camp blocked, or you're fine with it being blocked if they commit their ward for it. But in the case like this, you ideally don't want it blocked. And right now, what are you doing? You have to be doing something at all points. Wouldn't it have been better instead of having Wraith King farm the small camp, you go stack the small camp, and then you go pull at 315? Because a double stack on small camp almost instantly, if not always, kills off the wave, depending on what camps you get. So wouldn't it have been better to stack that camp, pulled it so you're not playing up here? Instead of Wraith King farming up here, and then gonna gradually, like, the next wave is meeting like right here or so. Instead of farming here, oh, it's even further. Yeah, wrong. Yeah, instead of farming up here and you getting gone on because you're so far forward, the wave is down here because you stacked and pulled. Even right here, like although there's no camp, like I would be getting ready to go stack or pull the small camp. 415. You just want to be trying to do something to make Wraith King's life easier to farm. Just a small tip when dewarding the hard camp. Because you can now deny your own sentry wards, always place it in the middle here. Because you like you'll see the hitbox quickly. Show you what I mean. So look at the hitbox. What if the ward of that left hand side right there? You miss it, right? Cost you a second sentry ward. But if you look at how big the AoE is, it's big enough to cover the entire camp. So place it right in the middle of the camp. And then it will cover the entire circle, like this entire thing. And then when it's covered, you ward, and then you deny the sentry ward. Take 7 hits to deny the sentry ward. Or 6 hits, I mean. And then because you do that, you're guaranteed the sentry or the D-ward. It's also very late to be D-warding, but it's fine. Right here, I'd be looking to I can either pull or go get ready for the rune. I'd probably just pull and then get ready for the rune. Up to you if you want to do that though. I just want to guarantee when I go for the rune that Wraith King doesn't get harassed because you haven't salved or healed him in a long time for some reason. But you do neither and they get both. That's not good. You're very weak in lane. You kind of have to capitalize on that by being mitigate that, I should say, by being a better laning player. Sapping it as little XP as you can, pulling as frequently as you feel the need to, grabbing bounty runes, warding, all that sort of stuff. You give up double bounties, you let the lane push out more than you should have. No, I can't stand people like that with Doctor. Why are you re-blocking the camp? I don't know. Feels very weird. And don't be using your W. Like Wraithking just died because you W'd on the Witch Doctor. You healed him there. He doesn't get gone on. It is your job to prevent these deaths. If you prevent these deaths, you do your job as a Warlock. You're there to secure the hard carry's game as best as you can, and then you a lot annoying. Also, yeah, don't place a ward in the same spot you just placed a ward. It's like very bad support player standards to place another Sentry ward right where they just place a Sentry ward because they're bad. But, like, it kind of always happens. Yeah, so in lane, you've got to keep spam pulling. Your Wraith King should not be the same level as you. You've sapped way too much XP from your Wraith King. There's no reason he should be on par with this Ricky right now. He should be like level 6, 7. But yeah, Winter Ranger's a higher level in your safe lane. That's very bad. Do not place a short again. Okay, you gotta do it. Fine. Alright, yeah, because they, yeah, I guess that's okay. But yeah, just look to spam pull more. If you spam pull way more, you just... Oh my god, Witch Doctor, stop, dude. These people are complete donkeys. Stop dewarding with a Censure. Like, did he place an Obs ward at least? He did. Again. Wow. People are crazy. But yeah, it's like, your Wraith King would be way over leveled now from what I was saying. Way over leveled because you gave him full XP, and then when he goes in jungles, because that's what Wraith Kings do, or when your Storm Spirit goes to gank or goes to jungle or whatever, then you take over their lane to recuperate the XP you lost. If you do one of those... Ooh. Attack the Witch Doctor. Okay. Yeah, so that's the standard practice on the support though, where you spam pull a lot, you give the core as much XP as you can, and then you'll recover your game by sapping XP from like the mid laner when they go gank, or getting it from a safe laner when they go in jungle, like something like that. You do not want to be the same level as your carry ever. Besides like level 1 and 2. After that, you should be like a level below them, at least. That's the issue with Warlock. You feel like you have no place in the game, so you're walking around aimlessly dying. That death should have been you playing bottom lane defending that tier 1. This tier 1 should not be going down. If it does go down, you delay it by like 2 minutes. By spamming your Q and walking backwards. How many times has this area been dewarded and warded? This is actually insane. There's also not much reason for you to be going for that D-ward there, though. Was that word threatening you that much that you had to D-ward it right then? When you knew for a fact they still had a Witch Doctor, Wind Ranger in that area? Like, not really, right? So there's not much reason for you to walk that and try to D-ward it. He placed another fucking ward. Witch Doctor needs to be reported, dude. This is actually like the worst supporting I've ever seen. He's committed every single ward they have on the map has been bottom lane right now. They don't have any other wards because all of them have been D-warded. That is crazy to me. Don't show. I'm gonna rewind and quickly go back. What would happen? What should happen? So, which DP has ultimate. It's like, yo, I want this tier 1 tower. Cartwave's coming in. You're like, yup, dog, let's get it. DP pops ultimate. What did I say that you do as a Warlock during team fights and how you play the landing stage? Sit behind your core and you drop ultimate when they get jumped. You did the smart thing. You place a Sentry Ward, have 2 Sentry Wards so Ricky cannot jump you. You do not show. You give no indication that you're there or where you are. Because if they want to kill DP, they're going to jump you first and then go to DP. Because you just walked forward right here, you're now a target. They now see you and now can kill you. If you're instead down here, and they go for this play and they commit all these heroes top lane, Then you ult and you kill them because you have max fatal bond your ultimate on 5 or 4 or 3 or however many. And if they don't show, you don't care. Oh, don't walk back into it, you just kill yourself. Yeah, that death is purely because you showed. You don't show, and you live there. Not only live there, but VP also guaranteed lives, and you guarantee winning the fight. Or increase the odds of you winning the fight. Like right now, you have no ultimate. Yeah, it's fine for you to be pushing up bottom. Why isn't Raytheon the one farming bottom? Why don't you have a ward for him bottom lane? All that isn't in the same fucking spot. Holy shit, Witch Doctor. This guy's an absolute psychopath. This is actually reportable. For any of you support players watching this, please do not do this. This is so fucking infuriating to watch. You probably finish this game thinking, man, I played well. I did not waste all of our observer wards in the first 20 minutes. I promise we had good vision. Okay, so this is good. You just want me playing away from Wraithking right now. It was fine if he'd be pushing out bottom if Wraithking was in bottom. If Wraithking was top, yeah, go for it. Push out bottom. But Wraithking was bottom. So why wouldn't he be the one from that wave, and then you go top lane, and then you sit behind your core, you ult shit, you do all that mumbo jumbo we just talked about. Great. Oh. Protection. This is very awkward. Yeah, you keep walking forward. You need to hide your hero. You have 6 deaths, then like probably half of them are because you have shown yourself. Don't show your. Wait, do you have a mango tree in their base, or is that just a visual bug? That can't be yours, right? That has to be a bug. Or you... Checking your. Yeah, it is visual. I mean, that death is fine. Who cares? Probably playing under their ward, probably, right? No, just walk through. That's fine. Yeah, you need to hide your hero better. If you hide your hero more, they can't jump you. If they can't jump you, they can't kill you. And if they can't kill you, then you win the fight. If you just protect your hero more, have way higher impact on any hero. It doesn't just apply for Warlock. It's like any counter initiation based hero. Like Winter Wyvern, Witch Doctor, don't deal with. Alright, so DP fucked you there. The reason why you don't deward that is, let me rewind. Watch it from Dyer's perspective. They have this entry word up here, right? Don't know how long it's been there, doesn't say. They do not have vision off sentry wards. They don't give actual, they give vision for like 6 seconds or something like that, I forget. So they're going to assume, because there is no, that this sentry ward is still standing, unless they get some sort of flying vision to see up that hill, they're going to assume it is not warded, right? But you guys just de-warded this. So they're going to say, hey, that is warded, or at least sentry warded, we should check that. Leave the sentry ward if it's not threatening you. You have no individual heroes, no heroes going to be walking in, like, through this little pathway here that could be scouted by a sentry ward. You don't care if that sentry ward being there. It does nothing. It hurts you guys more to de-ward that than to leave it up. Because, one, you not only, I'm going to finish my point quickly. You made it obvious that you had a ward, but 2, they're going to be playing more defensive until that gets de-warded. If that sentry ward stays up, they're going to assume that they are covered, but there's not going to be a ward watching that little cliff. And they assume that, they're going to play accordingly. They're more confident. If they're more confident, they're going to fuck up, because they're going to capitalize on that. Where are you? Again, you played super far forward that fight. You have to position yourself really far back. If you want a like very simplified look at how you should look at it, I made a guide, how to play hard support guide, like with pretty basic stuff. And one of the things I cover is positioning. And when going for a team fight or a push, you want to be playing like there's 3 layers. There's front line, mid ground, back line. Front line is obviously your tanks, like the heroes that want to be taking the spells. There's Wraith King in this game. Mid ground is gonna be like your Storm Spirit, DP, Pangolier type heroes. Like heroes that are gonna be operating in the middle of the fight, and as the fight's playing out, they're gonna move forward or backwards depending on how they feel. The backline is Warlock. You're the hero that doesn't want to get jumped. You want to throw out your spells and then stay alive until your next round of spells until you're level 20. But if you walk forward to into the mid ground or into the front line, then you become a target. And a backline hero typically, yeah, this doesn't get deep. Right? You don't kill that sentry. Probably didn't even do it. I guess probably why. But what was I saying? If you walk from the back line into the mid ground or back line into the front line, you become way easier to kill. Because any backline hero there's a very good reason why you're a backliner. You're high priority, high impact hero. Warlock literally is high impact, high priority. You are always the first one to get jumped in a team fight if they're any good. So you need to protect yourself and act accordingly, where you don't get jumped first, and you make them work to kill you. You bait out as many spells as you can, you take as much time as you can to die, throw all of your spells if you have to, and then you become a low impact, low priority hero. Because you've already used your round of spells. You just walk forward again. You've walked forward twice. Don't do this. You want to be playing, if you're going for that push, you play up in here, in the tree line. I don't care where. Under a Sanctuary if you can, so Storm Spirit can save you if you get jumped. Just don't show. Hide as much intel as you can. I had a video about this with another replay. Earthshaker, that was it. Where you want to be trying to hide as much information on the map as you can. If you can hide the information, they can't capitalize on it. Although it's very rare for people to in some brackets, like sub 5k games. Right there. What did the upheaval will accomplish? And then you put a higher priority on yourself by walking forward and risking getting killed by Ricky. Although he'd be suicidal to jump you there, because Storm Spirit will just kill him if he has no BKB. That's an option. Yeah. It's still, why risk it, right? You still have your Fatal Bonds. You can still throw a Glimmer Cape and your Shadow Word and all that. Yeah. This is all just down to positioning and, like, losing track of what you want to be doing at any given point. Where you are walking too far forward, getting caught. You are... he's Shadow Blade already. Where you're, playing the wrong areas of the map, using your spells inefficiently, like, not doing your proper job at certain points. Right now, your job is to heal Storm Spirit when you can, get him back in the fight, get him fight ready, and then go. Right? Pop your salve on him, pop your shadow on him, go fight. An arcane rune. You're super powerful right now. If he stops walking away from you, you can't at least. Shadow word him. Spells. If you do that, you're fine. Again, why are you walking forward? You're suicidal. Don't do this. Where is Ricky on the map right now? Before you make this suicidal play, where is Ricky? You don't know. Isn't Ricky the hero that kills you? Logically, yeah. Your Sanctuary's right here. Ricky is not shown. Why are you walking forward? Well, you know, Ricky's already killed you. You're dead. Boom. The fight's over. You lost your team the fight. You have no ultimate. This does not happen. You do not get Fatal Bonds on 2 and your ultimate off and all that. Just die. Because you walked forward and jumped you. You gotta be playing way further back. Understand how your heroes, where your heroes meant to be playing. I talked with the front line, mid ground, back line. Your hero's a backliner. You need to act accordingly. Be a backliner. And then they fucked up doing the classic. We just want to fight, walk on mid, they die. The classic. This is fine. Like you're. Oh, guess you want to kill Ricky. Take a tower off of this probably. I think I'll look to wrap this one up because I'm sure you get the point. If you're backlining, you're good, play in the backline. And use your spells more efficiently. You just hit a one-man fatal bond. Yeah, you play in the backline and you don't have 9 deaths. You play like you sit behind your cores and then when the fight happens you glimmer keep, you ult, you fatal bond, upheaval, tank is stunned, and then you die. That's your fight as a warlock. You don't care. You're fine with that. If you tank a shackle shot after you've blown your spells, you don't really give a shit. It means they don't have a shackle shot for Storm Spirit. If that's the case, Storm Spirit has a more free game. Great. Do all that, the game's easy. Yeah, I'll wrap it up off of that. If you got any questions, obviously you can DM me or you can drop a comment. Anybody, not just you, Oreo. Besides that, yeah, I will talk to everybody later. I'll see you later.